Here's a question for you. What drives us to want to live some kind of meaningful, purposeful life? Surely humans are the only beings on this planet that have this drive. Objectively, the only thing the brain, which I should, note that the human brain is kind of held together by like duct tape and string. I mean, there's so many ways that it can go wrong, and so many problems with mental health. The brain just sort of develops on its own in the world we live in. If you don't take like such careful care to make sure that you're doing everything perfectly. I mean, for every other animal, the brain craves survival, it craves comfort, it craves safety. Theoretically, it should just be enough for us to continue surviving. I mean, yeah, we want to do well for ourselves so that we can have increased comfort, but past a certain point, most people are typically able to achieve that. So why then? Why do we crave something more? Why are humans unhappy? Just, living day to day. I'm not contesting this fact, it's certainly true. It's obvious. We become restless and we crave some kind of higher purpose, or to have some great impact on the world. People want to change the world. People want to be known by billions of people, or leave a mark on the world in some way or another. I can't think of any other species which craves that. It's just us. Maybe that's what caused us as a species to be so successful to take over this planet. Nothing else has that drive that we do. I guess not everyone has that drive. Obviously, not everyone is changing the world. Some of us do. And all of us feel like it's something that we should want, I think. It's sort of been taught to us that that's the ultimate goal, reality of this life. To do something important, or to be hyper successful, so that we can have everything we've ever wanted. I don't think those things are really all that important, though. I think, we will always want more and more. Sometimes it's okay to be happy with what you have, I think. A lot of people see it as being stuck or being purposeless, but I mean, the purpose is to keep living. I think we should want to do that for just for the sake of it, right? People say things like, there's this sentiment that you need to have something to live for, or some reason to keep going, which is very strange, because the way every other animal on the planet works is that they want to keep going for the sake of surviving. I'm not sure what makes us so special. So, I suppose that's my message. Just survive. I think it's okay if you don't get everything that you might ever want out of life. Sometimes it's just not feasible. Sometimes it's more effort than it's worth. Sometimes the best things are those that you don't need absurd wealth or success or fame or power to get. Sometimes the best things are, sort of just the experiences that you can have in the day-to-day, every day. Friends, art, hobbies, not dying, staying alive. It's there's so much pressure put on us to keep striving toward the top, and it's kind of necessary to keep the machine going, right? I mean, if you don't have lots of these highly motivated people, then you won't have anyone to run humanity, to be the ones who sit at the top of the pyramid, so to speak. But you don't have to be. I definitely think that, everyone else shouldn't be just left to waste and to suffer. I think that, empathy for all humans is a good thing, generally. But, I'd like to think that it's okay to not want to make it to the top. I don't really care. I kind of want to just, stay alive, keep living, do what I have to do that, and, I guess that's sort of out of the norm, but competition just feels so unnecessary sometimes. Everyone clamoring for the top. I think it's none of it's necessary. It's all so exorbitant. If there's some super high profile career that that you're passionate about, like you want to help people, so you become a doctor, and what do you know, being a doctor pays really well. That's one thing, but if you're just like, I'm gonna put in all this work and go to school to be an entrepreneur so that you can get money? I don't really see the point in that. It just feels so hollow. Not to throw shade or anything, of course. Just feel like it can be worth it to live in the moment a little more sometimes. We're always worried about our future so that we can, do as much as we can to be as successful as possible, make sure that you're doing all the things you need to do and fulfilling all your obligations and everything and all this shit, so that one day you can be where you want to be. Obviously, it's still good to do those things. It's generally going to be beneficial to be successful, but it's not like life or death. Life keeps going, so you just gotta keep on going along with it. And whatever happens, you'll still be alive. Do well for yourselves. And stay healthy to the best of your ability. And stay comfortable to the best of your ability. And stay safe.